ISIS, RACIRA, and Al Qaeda.
Now, okay, so I have ISIS, I have the Somalian pirates, I have Al Qaeda, I have the Beatles, and I have the jihadists.
ISIS, Taliban, and Al Qaeda.
That's 3.
I only know 3.
The Taliban is one. ISIS, I would say KKK is a terrorist group, and Al Qaeda.
I think one is Al Qaeda, and there's one I think it's like ISIS or something like that, and all I know.
Oklahoma City, the Boston bombing, and the Charlie Hebdo massacre.
The terrorist attack in Yemen, the terrorist attack in Paris, and Pearl Harbor.
In Oklahoma City, the first 9/11 attack, and the one in France.
There was the France one, and there was the full Palestine one, right?
There was one in Oklahoma City. Maybe there was one in New York by 9/11.
I think the airport security check is good, but the random security checks, I think it's kind of racist because they pull out, like when my family went, they pulled us to the side because we were brown, and I feel like it's kind of racist.
That's kind of too much. Because if like a girl is wearing a hijab and she goes to the airport, they're gonna like kind of like check her more harshly compared to like a white man.
Okay, well, I think it's good to precaution in the airport just because of everything that happened in 9/11. But if they're really racist, like my dad, he has a beard, and they like pulled him out of everyone, and they checked his bag separately just because like he's brown. So it's kind of racist, but it's good to say precaution.
I really don't like airport security. It's too uptight. A lot of terrorist groups get their money from the U.S.
Well, some terrorist groups can get their money from like the black market trading.
I think that they get their money in weapons from black markets, or since they're terrorists, I guess they steal it from other countries and that they terrorize.
Okay, well, I'm not sure, but in history I learned how there was like alliances, so then when they were actually still in alliance, they gave weapons to different countries. So they have leftover ones, but I'm not sure.
I'm guessing the black market? Not very, I would say.
I think that terrorists, they don't negotiate with governments, or they're not open to it because, I mean, that's the reason that they go around robbing places, because they want certain things, and even if they try negotiating with governments, I feel like they wouldn't come to an agreement because terrorists, I feel like, are selfish, and they're trying to get things.
They don't want to like talk to the government at all because they're trying to like attack and like they're terrorists. Why would they like talk to the government, you know?
No.
No, I do not think terrorism is justified.
No, I do not think that terrorism can be justified because they're killing innocent people and they have selfish reasoning behind what they're doing.
I think terrorism in certain forms of fashion are justified. Just people are doing it wrong.
No, I really don't think so.
I believe people use terrorism to scare people into getting what they want.
People use terror because they feel like their voices aren't loud enough, so they need to use actions to say what they want to do.
This terrorists scare people and they want to like take over other countries.
Because they want to frighten people and scare people over that.
To send a message to people with authority.
like for a cause I believe in, I mean,
That means you don't.
I'm not going to
Stand up to what I believe in for the cause, but I won't convince you. What do you believe?
I mean, I have to hear a lot about it.
If your friends jumped off a bridge, would you?
No, I honestly don't think so, because, I mean, you're just gonna waste your own life. Yeah, like the Assad regime in Syria.
I believe if the government can cause a terror, for an example, I would choose the Holocaust.
I think it depends on where you are.
I think they do.
I really don't think
I feel like a freedom fighter does it for like the benefit of mankind, while a terrorist just does it for a personal gain.
Freedom fighter is someone that like fights for the people. You know, I would say more of a good person when a terrorist is kind of a bad person. You know, it's kind of like he's an antagonist and the freedom fighter is a protagonist. You know, so yeah.
I do think there's a difference because like freedom fighters they fight for their freedom and terrorists they can bomb people because they want to.
Terrorism and freedom fighters are different because terrorists they use it in a bad way and they do things like not negotiating, they just do it like 'cause they want to. And then freedom fighters they like do more efficient.
I believe freedom fighters and terrorists are not the same thing. Freedom fighters are fighting for some sort of freedom, and terrorists are just fighting for what they believe.
There's no way to stop terrorism. I mean, just look like every year we just hear about like another bombing.
I believe we should stop terrorism by telling them to stop.
I think we should try to reach an agreement with them, but if they don't want to come to an agreement, I mean, there's nothing that we can really do to prevent it.
Everything they can to prevent terrorism. They already do with airports, but they should do more because obviously there's a lot more happening in the world and they're not taking care of it. So.
I really think that just to like prevent terror, like you really actually can't really do that because either way people are gonna find a way around it and find new ways to